Good morning, students. Last session we have discussed how the national sentiments were mobilized by conservatives for promoting state power and political dominance and economical dominance, and then finally leading to the formation of two new states, Germany and Italy. Today's session, let us discuss the strange case of Britain. As you have already said, this is Europe. In this Europe map, already we had discussed about Russia and Poland, Romanticism. Then we have discussed unification of Germany and Italy and the revolution of France and Spain. Also, we have just a brief note of Spain that Bourbon kings of Spain have ruled this kingdom of two Sicilies. So major part of Europe we have covered. Now let's cover the story of Great Britain in this session. Okay, the unification Britain is not due to a sort of any upheaval or revolution like how it has happened, or a war. It was just a long drawn out process. If you see in 1800 there is no nation state called United Kingdom. You can see clearly here there is no nation state. It's been divided into different monarchs. And then 1980 also you can see the same condition. 1050 also same condition, little better. Here you can see Scotland and England some clarity and with the flags, whereas Ireland the similar flag, lot many kingdoms. And here you can see by 1400 some clarity, some clear countries are being formed, like the Kingdom of England with a plus symbol with its national flag. This is Scotland with its national flag, Ireland with its national flag. Actually our topic starts from 1600. From 1603 our topic in the textbook starts. So here you can see this is Scotland's flag, this is England flag, and this is Ireland flag. And United Kingdom, present day United Kingdom consisted of the Scotland, England, Ireland and Wales. 1707 there was a treaty between Scotland and Britain. In 1701 it is known as Treaty of Union, and you can see merge of flag also. Have a look at the flag. Now it's a combination of this blue and red flag has come out here. Okay, whereas Ireland still away from it. And now comes to our Britain. Can you see Britain here? Already we have discussed Britain when we are studying about Britishers ruling India. We have used this word Britishers, no? So now did you get the point? Because after 1707 this England, the Kingdom of England has become Britain. That's what we started calling it as Britain. People of Britain are British. Clear? I think you have got clarity now. So then 1801, then comes next year 1801 Ireland. Can you see the mix? Ireland also has become part of United Kingdom. So here United Kingdom of Great Britain, and here you can see United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland in the year 1801. And how this process has happened we will discuss further when the lesson reading is going on. Whereas this part is missing even in your textbook 1922. Here you can see overall Ireland is part of United Kingdom, overall Ireland. And here you can see only Northern Ireland. This is the present situation also. Northern Ireland only. Okay, Northern Ireland, Scotland, England and Wales. All these four together make it as United Kingdom. Now you have understood the difference between your Kingdom of England, Kingdom of Great Britain. Then here comes the United Kingdom of Great Britain. This is the present condition of India. In your textbook we have discussed it till 1801 only. This map gives you more clarity. So have a look here. Already I said, no, this is Scotland, this is England, Wales and Ireland along with its flags. So when England and Scotland merged together, now then the flag is this. So we call it as the Union Jack. The Union Jack when in the year 1707 when Scotland and England merged. Then 1801 when Ireland, this is Ireland. So when Ireland also merged with England, United Kingdom, it turned out to be United Kingdom Okay, and it is a Union flag of Royal Union Jack. So you can see this flag is a combination of Scotland, England and Ireland flag. All the three symbols you can find in this, and it is referred to as Union Jack. Now let's have a look at our textbook. Okay, so this Britain is the formation of a nation. In Britain, the formation of a nation state was not the result of a sudden upheaval or revolution. It was a long drawn out process. There was no war or there was no revolutionary. It was a long drawn out process. Whereas in 18th century, just now we have seen in the map also, there was no nation called British nation. And these primary identities were divided into four parts, like the English, Welsh in the sense belonging to Wales, Scotland, Irish, the people of Ireland, the people of England, English, the people of Welsh, and the people of Scotland, people of Ireland are referred to as Irish. So these are all ethnic groups. Ethnic group in the sense people having different cultures, sharing different cultures, traditions. So ethnic relates to a common racial, tribal, cultural origin or background that a community identifies with or claims. Telangana, we have got separate state Telangana on the basis of this ethnicity only. Among these four regions, English, Wales, Scotland and Ireland, Britain has slowly gained in wealth, importance and power. And through this dominance, as it is more powerful in wealth, in political power, they were able to occupy other nation states also. First change we have to say it as 1688. 1688, first country to change into constitutional monarchy was England, English Parliament. So they have reduced the powers of the monarch, turning into seized the power from monarch, in the sense reduced the powers of monarch. Constitutional monarchy was set up in the year 1688. From then on till now, United Kingdom was a constitutional monarchy itself. So first country to turn out to be constitutional 1688, it was England. Until now it's going on. The longest constitutional monarchical state is United Kingdom. So what happened, because of its dominance, they were able to make a treaty or agreement. It is referred to as Act of Union in 1707 between England and Scotland, and we have seen in the map also both merged up and flag also changed. And from now 1717 on, it's been started calling it as United Kingdom of Great Britain. And from then on, slowly the British started imposing influence on Scotland. They started, even Parliament also dominated by the English people. Slowly Scotland's distinctive culture, their institutions were suppressed. They were put down by the Britishers. Even Scotland Highlanders, the local people, Catholic clans, means clergy and the local people have gone through terrible repression. All these people are being put down by through their dominance. And whatever independence things they wanted, if they want to get freedom from the British, whatever revolts they have done, it's all of ways they were able to suppress them. Whereas the Highlanders were forbidden to speak Gaelic language. So Scotland language was Gaelic language, and they had their own national dress, but British never allowed them to use their language or to wear the national dress. And large number of people were forcibly driven out of their homeland. Whoever wanted to revolt, they were being driven out. They are being made to flee away from their homeland. Now in this way, slowly they were able to suppress Scotland or Scottish revolutionaries and clubbed Scotland into England, turning up into Great Britain. Now comes same fate. Ireland, the neighboring country we have seen in the map also, Ireland also suffered the similar fate. When we are discussing about political science, if you can remember our lesson political science, and I have told while explaining that lesson, this topic we will discuss again in history also. So Ireland, there were two clans, Catholics and Protestants. Political science lesson 3, democracy and diversity, we have discussed it. Ireland, two sects of people. Christianity has two sects. One is Catholics and another one is Protestants. Catholics are the people who believe on old traditions, old testimony, whereas Protestants are the one who believe on the new testimony. And Protestants are, though they are very less in number, but they were very powerful, and these Protestants have got from help from the England or British. They got help from the British, and they were able to put this, though large Catholic country, with the help of British, they were able to put the Catholics revolts against the British dominance was suppressed. And here you get the name Wolfe Tone. Remember this Wolfe Tone. He was an Irishman. He made his own United Irishman. He tried to unite Ireland, but finally it was not possible. Ireland was forcibly incorporated into United Kingdom in 1801. Can you see in the map? 1801 Ireland was incorporated, and all the three flags club put together has come. I said not last one 1922. This is not in textbook. Where only from Ireland, only northern part of Ireland is even till today is continuing as part of United Kingdom, whereas remaining part has got independence from this, and and Ireland is a separate nation state. So now finally let us conclude. So the British nation was forged through the propagation of dominant English culture. So wherever this British nation has occupied, so in all those places the same national British flag, Union Jack, we have seen in the map now, Jack, and then national anthem. Their national anthem was God Save Our Noble King, and their language was English. For everyone should speak English language in those areas. So in this way, all the four parts of England, that is Scotland, then Wales, and then Ireland, have merged up with England, turning up into United Kingdom. Whereas we have seen about Scotland and Ireland in 1707 and Ireland in 1801, but Wales is not made mention, because Wales has itself incorporated into England. You can watch the video followed by it for more understanding.
Or revolution, like the other parts of Europe. Rather, it was the result of a long drawn-out process. The British Isles was inhabited by ethnic groups such as the English, Welsh, Scots, and Irish. These groups had their own cultural and political traditions. The concept of nation-states, with England as the centre, came about in 1688, after the Parliament snatched power from the monarchy. In 1707, the Act of Union between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. To ensure the growth of British identity, Scotland's culture and political institutions were suppressed. The Catholic Scottish Highlanders were forced not to talk in their native language, Gaelic, and weren't allowed to wear their national dress. The British imposed control over Ireland as well. Ireland had two dominant groups, Catholics and Protestants. The English favoured the Protestants, and the British helped them to dominate a largely Catholic Ireland. Several Catholic rebellions in Ireland were crushed brutally. Wolfe Tone, also known as the father of Irish republicanism, revolted against the British, but failed. In 1801, Ireland was forcibly incorporated into the United Kingdom. The symbols of New Britain were the English language, the British flag, the Union Jack, and the British national anthem. The fall of the Bastille